Now it is my pleasure to welcome Anna Castro, a principal narrative strategist for the Transgender Law Center. We're so glad that you could join us and talk to us about this important issue.
Thank you so much. It's an honor and a privilege to be amongst uh, the people that are fighting for our future. I want to start off by saying that Transgender Law Center is the largest national trans-led organization advocating for self-determination for all people. Since 2002, we've been organizing, assisting, informing, and empowering thousands of individual community members towards a long-term national trans-led movement for liberation. Defending honest education in our public schools is critical to transgender liberation. We must fully fund public schools where all students can feel welcome and respected, learn about a wide range of cultures, and have their rights protected regardless of their races, backgrounds, or genders. In the last few months, we've seen widespread attacks on the ability of educators to actually focus on the task at hand. The Trump administration threatened to cut federal funds to California schools over transgender athletes just last week. They did this in Maine earlier this year. Let's be clear. What the Trump administration is doing is bullying transgender kids off of sports teams to rig the rules for billionaires, making all but the wealthiest families fight for scraps. We see this playing out again all over the country. After transphobic siren songs are used to sow mistrust in our teachers and school administrators for trying to create spaces in which every student feels welcome and invited to learn, they introduce bills that privatize education. After all of this, it is very clear that anti-trans rhetoric is a part of their strategy to defund public educations, aiming directly at the heart of Brown v. Board of Education. How starkly this differs from the vision, how starkly this differs from their supported belief in the importance of our youth and the future. Now, where we believe that fully funded public education is a core part of every young person's experience and in this world and their ability to shape the future is where we can see how starkly our vision differs from our opposition. I want to share an example that's near and dear to my heart. It is very personal. In Oklahoma, Union Public Schools, a school district that covers parts of Tulsa and some of the suburbs, received bomb threats for 6 consecutive days a few years ago. The children who had to be evacuated from their schools were predominantly low income, predominantly children of immigrants, who were unaware that the threats had come because of a post from Libs of TikTok that had shared a critical video about one of its school librarians. The point that this school librarian had made in this video that was reshared by Libs of TikTok was, "My radical liberal agenda is teaching kids to love books and be kind. How about you?" 6 days of consecutive bomb threats. 6 days in which parents had to go pick up their kids if they were able to get the time off of school. I was told by teachers at the school that oftentimes kids had to linger after these bomb threats had been called in, worried that something was actually going to happen and completely unaware that they were being used as pawns to score political points. This same Libs of TikTok creator was later appointed to Oklahoma's State Library Committee. That is our opposition's vision of the future. Where you all come in and where the people who stood up in Oklahoma come in and take a special place in my heart is the recognition that it requires courage these days to uphold our love of reading, our love of knowledge, our love of the future for our children, and our love of the future for this country. It is only through this deep love and solidarity, whatever race, class, genders, backgrounds we come from, we must be loud about our values. That is how we will navigate this moment, and that is how we will win. Thank you.
Oh, Anna, thank you so much for centering love and solidarity in a time when those values are being pushed to the side for hate. And nothing hurts my heart more than attacking trans students and trying to blame them for the state of society when we see these billionaires walking away with so much money at everybody else's expense and trying to use our children uh, to blame them. So thank you not only for your powerful remarks, but for your work day in and day out fighting for our children. It means so much to so many of us.